What's up guys, Stardust Yu-Gi-Oh here, this mic's far away from me, I hope I'm still hearable. Give me a second, I'm moving it. Very professional. Anyway, today we're doing Infernity Igknight. Now, this isn't the first time I've created an Igknight variant, but I've perfected the combo in such a way that I honestly think, and that's not just to attract views, to make this video in particular stand out, I genuinely think this might be the best Infernity build so far. Right, so in order to understand why you need to watch the combo. So let's start with the combo showcase. This is the entire opening you need for the full Infernity combo. 3 Ignites, that's it. 3 different Ignites is preferred. Although 2 different Ignites also actually works. As long as they aren't all 3 the same, should be fine. There's a few other opening hands that also work. Let's just watch the combo. I thought opening combo made more sense before doing the profile to understand why the deck's built the way it is. Now basically here we of course search this broken card, Sublimation Knight. It's like a 1 card Isolt, which search the other Ignite piece to complete the skills. I'll get a Knight sent to Harris, which searched the Archfiend. He might have an idea where this is going now. We will band for 3. Pendulum best deck baby, let's go! Archfiend will search the Launcher. The Garrus, that's not that new either. Should be familiar with that one. Search Necromancer, go into Sayuja with those 3. Necromancer will revive Archfiend once again. This should probably get merged. Yeah, and we're going into another Sayuja. We don't draw with Sayuja because we honestly don't need to. Archfiend will search Avenger question mark. Oh no, Patriarch, okay. These will search Renaud. Or is it Renaud? No, Oliver, sorry. Is that special summons itself? Is that additional extender? Now it's interesting because we don't necessarily summon Wildcat with the... Yeah, I mean you see what's happening, right? It's quite a combo. It's different. It's definitely different. No revival spell is important here, although not running revival spells makes you more fragile against hand traps. It makes it more consistent. Yes, there goes the Appaloosa. Now the fun thing is we never use Launcher during the early part of the combo. And that's what makes this version of the combo somewhat superior. Because we just get an additional Launcher for free basically. As an extension. Which means 3 barriers, Void Ogre, Borderlord Savage Dragon, Archfiend and a Appaloosa with 4 materials. 4 monster negates, Spell Trap negate, and 4 Omni negates. Yeah, just good luck with that one. Like, yeah, that's brutal. So, profile, right. So, we just run all the Ignites we can. There's no such thing as opening too many Ignites. You can always just choose to band summon less from your extra deck. In case you do open too many Ignites. You can also make the first Ryuja with 4 materials instead of 3. If you do open another monster you need to pendulum summon. So yeah, those are very consistent. Run 3 unexpected die because it just summons 1 from deck, meaning that you can just normal summon the other one and kind of change the combo around that way. Because in that case you're still getting 2 Ignites in extra deck, you're still getting Isolt in the field. I mean that also works. That's also why you run Rescue Rabbit. Now I only run 2 copies, which might sound really weird, but I unironically needed to put in a lot of effort to cut it down to 60 cards. So I figured I'd rather run some additional extenders, like the Fireflint, than to cut my Rescue Rabbits. Because Rabbit is fragile to hand traps. You know, theoretically Fireflint, if you have this in the hand and they hand trap your Sublimation Knight, which might definitely help, boom, you can summon this or Renaud. So these are just extenders for hand traps, but yeah. Those are basically the 2 main ways we open 3 Ignites, or a way to get 2 Ignites on the field and another Ignite in hand. But yeah, 2 unexpected die, just 2 painful decision, 3 Summoner's Art and Arota. Once again, we just ran out of space, ironically enough. Now we run the equips for Isolt. We run 3 different equips. We run the Deep-Seated Horn of the Unicorn, and Moon Mirror Shield. Basically, all of these say that when they are sent from the field to the grave, you can, well, Deep Shield doesn't matter from where it's sent. If these are sent to your graveyard, you can shuffle them back into your deck or place them on top of the deck. So here's the thing, if you manage to open any of them, you can just equip them to the Sublimation Knight before making Assault, get them back in your deck, and you don't need to run that many equips. We just run over the Burial, since this can theoretically also ditch Mirage from our hand if we manage to open it. It's just a theoretically additional card that might come in hand. And it's also an equip, so if, yeah. Outside of that, yeah, we run the Igknights, we run a few cards that are mandatory for the combo. Mandatory, that's not a thing. Mandatory, whatever. But yeah, those are just Infernity pieces. I mean, we run them because they're part of the combo. Why should I talk about them, right? They're just combo pieces. You saw them in action. Watch back the combo showcase if you don't understand what's happening. We only run one of something like a Necromancer because we search them in the combo. There's no need to run additional ones. Roadhog, yeah, also talked about this. Launcher is just very good. As you could see, we don't need it much later in the combos. If you manage to get really lucky and open this, it gives you a way to play around hand traps, theoretically. Theoretically, I say, because, well, in practice it's not gonna happen. And 3 Infernity barriers. So as you've noticed, almost every card in this deck is part of the combo or a starter. And that's what makes this build so brutal. It's very consistent. On to the extra deck. We run 2 Void Ogre Dragons. Second one, just as if I somehow get the materials, it's possible to go into it. But it's unlikely. But yeah, I just figured I might as well just run a second Void Ogre. Because I think a testing some point came up where I could use the second Void Ogre. Now if you think 2 Void Ogres are overkill, yeah, just feel free to replace it with a generic Link 2. Guess that would work as well. 7 strike and we make the combo. Alright, that's why I run the second Void Ogre actually. No wait, actually I don't run that for that reason. We don't have spell trap issues because we can't pop the Igknight in scale. But theoretically if you don't have an option, then the second Void Ogre might come in handy if you have 2 skills you can't search any targets. Because you opened Renaud and Fireflint somehow. And opened Olivier, then in that case you can make 2 Void Ogres. Generally speaking though, this does come up and feel free to replace with Link 2. 100 eyes is enough in this variant, just like 1 Levy Air is enough. This specific variant doesn't need to loop twice. 1 Herald of the Arclight, there's a situation where I can use Necromancer and Avenger, just those 2. It's quite specific hands, but it can come up. The guy's combo piece, Levy Air combo piece, triple Sayuja, it's always nice to have the third one. Not sure if you go to 2 or 3, but I mean we have the room for it, so you might as well. 1 Appaloosa, it's just a broken ass Link monster. Generic Link 2 with arrows, 2 arrows pointing down, it's this or Codebreaker. It doesn't really matter. Codebreaker has a bit more attack, but that's about it. Isolde we use it for the combo, Hulk we use it for combo. And Link Spider, in case we do open 2 duplicates of Igknight, we can link one of them away down the line in the combo. For Syringe materials. It can perhaps come up, right? Will it? Probably not, but I mean it can, so yeah. Anyways, let's look at the hand testings, since these are also part of the videos. So this is my first hand, basically 4 search spells, which is honestly ridiculous, but it happens. Now this is not a hard ones per turn, so you can just use both of them. And this is just a free extender, so you should have an idea where this is going, right? Just search skills, pop them, search sublimation. Now this is ideal. Let's say they hand trap your Sublimation Knight. This can special summon itself and now can still come on. That's why I like running it. Sending the equip spell to the grave, Armageddon Knight once again. Just like in the combo. Probably just gonna show until where I'm just probably just only gonna show up to the point where things are a bit different. Because we have an additional monster in hand, so theoretically it's different, but you can also just only pan and summon 1 Ignite from the extra deck and then it's literally the same as before. But yeah, at this point we can just make the same plays as in the combo showcase. Second hand. Oh no, we opened one of the equips. Certainly we break, right? Also, realize that Surgery Assault is optional. Sometimes you just open a hand where you don't want to keep Search Spell face down for no reason, so you might as well just not search with Assault. So sure, an empty hand is easier to accomplish. Because an extra body in the field doesn't do anything for us, but yeah, in the end it doesn't. I suppose it doesn't matter what you do. But yeah. Full combo once again. So yeah, this should show you a few hands which will result in full combo for this deck. It's insanely consistent. Like I tested it, it's insanely consistent. There's obviously a few cards that can break. Mainly Opening Mirage and Avenger is a problem because you can't Pendulum Summon them out of your hand and you don't have a way to discard at the moment. Now theoretically you can run a Link 2 that discards, but people sometimes forget that it's mandatory to add Infernity Launcher back to your hand if you do. In which case your barriers won't be live, so yeah, that's not great. But hope you guys enjoyed the profile. See you guys next time. Signing out. Peace.